Yeah, so great to have you guys. I mean, yeah, it will be very individual, so I guess we'll have a bit more time for the questions. So, yes, we are here. We call it like AI revolution with equity-free funding because indeed, well, there is a lot of private funding that people are like familiar with, but here we are here like to push this new way and this revolution. So there is a question actually, like if you are looking for funding, I mean, are you interested for your company or for your project to raise the funds, or yeah? Okay.
You are looking for funding?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay. Good to know. So, and then like my next question was like, if you have thought about public funding, because then of course, many companies, when they think about funding, they directly go from business angel, early stage, VCs, of course, this private fund. And when you think about public funding, you probably think, okay, a lot of bureaucracy, administration stuff, and you know. So this is our revolution because we really want to like delete this way of thinking about public funding, and that is what we do through. And it's called cascade funding. Okay, so that is what we were already discussing at the beginning, what we do in Funding Box. We are experts in that. Okay, so basically the idea of this cascade funding is that European Commission is paying to the European project that is usually created. It could be 8 partners, but even up to 50. That are creating this European project dedicated to some sector, in case, of course, we are here with the AI. And we are like intermediary, so thanks to that, we are to like actually redistribute this funding. So thanks to that, we are like able to adjust many things, like message, be closer to the applicants, and actually prepare the support programs that are more adjusted and customized for the technology that we want to support. And we select these beneficiaries, I mean the winners or people that will be funded through open calls. And that is what we wanted to present you today, because there are 3, at least, open calls running now for AI solutions. And yeah, this is, like I was laughing also, another thing about public projects or European projects, like where to start. So here you can see our favorite slide of European AI landscape. And it's like, you don't even know where to like focus on because there are so many initiatives that, and there is no like one entry point, okay? So this is truly complicated. I mean, you can see there on the red, I don't know if I have pointer, of course this is us, okay? But in general, our role and how we see it as ourselves is also like to help companies to get through this huge landscape and redirect you. If it's not the funding opportunity that we manage, then maybe suggest you another one. Okay, this is like, yeah, we're truly like the messengers from European Commission on being close to these smaller companies and innovators. And yeah, so that's why we call ourselves funding champions, because indeed we look for the champions and we try like to bring them to this new way of funding, of cascade funding from European Commission. And yeah, I wanted to introduce you Ula from Funding Box, as she's project manager of one of the projects that has funding now, and Tomasz Wilczek as well.
Hi.
So we wanted to have this kind of discussion panel on this funding opportunities that we have. And yeah, we are like AI division of Funding Box. Just to mention that Funding Box is also working with manufacturing, smart factories, the digital innovation hubs. So we are here with AI, but there is more. So yeah, this is our track. So basically we work with this cascade funding. Now we made like more than 80 projects in general, but with AI we have track of 4, that 1 has finished, and now 3 are ongoing. 4 are ongoing, 1 more to come. So basically we always have this AI. European Commission is focusing a lot on supporting an AI to be competitive, to bring it to the low-tech users. And we had like redistributed at least 11 million euro through only these 4 projects. And we supported 150 AI startups, okay, or innovators through this. So, and we're looking for more. So that is why we are here with these 3 projects, to tell you a bit more. Of course, this big European vision is to help digitalize to the small companies. That's something they are looking for in these projects. It's through AI. And then another key thing in this project is to develop this AI on-demand platform that will be like one-stop shop where all the researchers, stakeholders, SMEs can unite, like all this huge ecosystem, because actually we work with it, and like on AI Summit we could see that there are so many people from different sectors working with AI. So the idea is to have this AI on-demand platform that will have easy tools for everyone to understand and raise the awareness about AI, but also to bring the developers that can also support this ecosystem. So, about going into the real funding that we wanted to tell you about, we'll pass quickly through the definition of what's needed if you want to apply. So, but first we'll start on the focus on each of the projects, starting with Ula with Stairway.
Yeah, so Stairway is one of a project related to former AI4U, AI on-demand platform. And the main goal of this project is to, using artificial intelligence, develop services that enrich the platform itself. And one of the services will be matchmaking tools that helps matchmake between AI talent, AI experts with low-tech users, such as SME individuals who would like to start working with AI but do not have any experience.
Okay. Perfect. And Thomas?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So is the program about the AI assets, tools, and resources, or about the matchmaking of those?
So Stairway itself is a project under which partners working on some new services to enrich the platform. One of services will be matchmaking, and then we will have open calls to test these matchmaking services and to check if matchmaking between low-tech users and AI experts, AI talents works. So I will tell about different aspects of the open call a little bit later. But this is an overall view what we are doing in Stairway.
Yeah, there is always big goal of the project, and then sometimes if the project has to develop something, there is this funding support for the SMEs to involve them. So we are doing two things: supporting companies, small companies, and testing the tools that will then enrich, in this case, this AI on demand. So it's win-win for everyone. And iEnergy has a similar,
Mm-hmm. And iEnergy, well, is also similar. The two objects here are to support SMEs with mentoring and with funding, and to deliver, as you can see here, specific open modular framework for the support of the AI on-demand platform. And so the idea here is to improve the value chain of the energy sector via different use cases and small-scale experiments. And specifically, iEnergy is going to be the energy section of the AI on-demand platform. And here we will serve 3 groups of holistic energy services, and we do that by creating and testing assets. On the one hand, in 9 pilots that the consortium does. The consortium has 17 partners that sort of represent the entire value chain of the energy sector, so there are different entities there. And on the one hand, they create 9 pilots in 8 European countries. And then we have 2 open calls where we overall select 15 use cases. The first open call has happened already, and the first tech transfer program, and the second one is happening right now. And the startups that we are looking for are building MVPs in different domains in the energy sector to improve it. But we will talk about that in a second.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas. And then the other from this same family projects is the BonusApps. That what they do, what we do, because I'm engaged in that one, is to develop the marketplace for the edge solutions. So there is this marketplace that we, through open calls, like the last open call, we selected 30 AI talents. So they were working on some solutions that are now published on this marketplace. And now we are looking for the SMEs or corporates that will define the challenges that will be published on this marketplace. And from that, we'll have the deep edge solutions. And all this layer, all this edge component will be added to this AI on-demand platform in the future. So this is the bigger goal, but then, of course, we'll tell you who we are looking for exactly. So yeah, these 3 initiatives, you could see, well, we all want to support AI on-demand platform, but then we are looking for different profiles of the companies. We already mentioned there is this focus on deep edge in case of Bonsapps, on low-tech users in case of Starway, and AI in energy in case of iEnergy. And we wanted to tell you, on the next slide, who is for us the adopter and technology provider, because it's very interesting that, at the end, we are looking for both ways, for those that develop things, but also who want to adopt AI, no? So these early users. So about adopters.
Yes, so here, based on example of Stairway and Bonsapps, we are looking for adopters. So company who has some idea, use case, and would like to start implementing AI. And here we are offering not only funding, but also support through services delivered by contractor as AI experts, HPC providers that will be involved in the project and will work together with SME to help them develop solutions and implement AI. So these are the main idea. And the difference between Stairway and Bonsapps is that in Stairway we are looking for low-tech users. Low-tech mean not low-tech in terms of technology, but low-tech in terms of AI. So AI beginners or companies that are aware that AI could be helpful but had never experienced this. And in Bonsapps, we're looking for more advanced companies in terms of AI.
Okay. And then for the tech transfer, that it's different.
For the current open call, where we are hoping for them to build minimal viable products within the energy value chain, we have this technology transfer consortium as mandatory for the applicants, which is made up of 2 members. On the one hand, we're looking for service developers and providers. That could be a startup that is building a solution, for example. So this startup has to be an SME, so has to be registered as an SME before joining the program. And they would be the coordinator, so they would do the application actually for the open call. But they would or bring to the table a partner, which can be a pilot infrastructure provider or a data owner. That can be any legal entity. It could be their client. It could be an energy provider. It could be a hotel that has interesting data to feed their models. It could be really anyone. And they would create this consortium to apply to us. So we have already the practical situation there.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So that was about the role, and now going to the legal requirements, just maybe quickly, because I know it's not the most passionate, but indeed 80% of this funding is going to small companies. So, European Commission wants to support these small players, and in case of Bonsapps and Starway, it's one small company. Small means less than 250 employees and annual turnover less or equal to 50 million. And of course, we are talking about European funding, so legally established in Europe, UK, or one of the associated countries. And here, for the SMEs definition, it's, in Bonsapps and Starway, I mentioned it's individual one, and in case of iEnergy, Thomas, you mentioned consortium.
Yeah, I already advanced a little bit the information. So yeah, on the one hand is an SME, and the second partner could be anyone really.
Yeah. And support program. So we reached the interesting part about benefits. So you can see that the tickets are between 60,000 euro up to 100 euro. It's equity free, so we don't take any commission, equities, nothing. But of course, you need to know that when you enter if you win, if you're selected, Then you enter the support program. Okay, so that's why you can see it's from 6 up to 9 months. It depends on the scope. And during these 6 months, you always like establish the goals that you want to achieve with your technology, and the project is always like working with you hand to hand and checking them like in stages. And the payment or the funding is released in stages. No? So it's not that you get everything up front. You need to like achieve some goals because, well, that's also the goal of the European Commission to see some progress. And what's here also, you can see the voucher in case of Bonsaps and Starway. So I don't know, Ula, if you would like to
Yes,
comment
so
on
in
that.
Stairway, we offering 6-month support program, and it's divided into 2 stages. First stage, 2 months, is dedicated to preparation of a feasibility plan for adoption of AI, and the next stage is dedicated to real adoption, so piloting of the idea with support from business mentor and technical mentor provided by consortium. So you could have a meeting every week or every 2 weeks to solve your problem, to support you. And also we are offering vouchers. It means that you will receive support paid by Stairway, support from HPC providers and AI experts, AI developers who will do some kind of development and implementation together with you during this program.
Yes, and I can well follow just because Bonsaps is very similar. There are also vouchers. The only thing is that we don't have this feasibility phase. We have like 2 main stages where you basically work first on the development and then on the implementation of the solution to the marketplace, this edge marketplace that we mentioned. So that's why Ula already mentioned that Bonsaps is for a little bit more AI mature companies, Stairway is for the low tech. And then iEnergy again is more original, so.
No, but it's a lot simpler, I think.
Yeah.
iEnergy. So we have 100K here and 9 months of program with mentoring. Maybe to just explain again cascade funding. It's the idea of simplifying or making it very easy and dynamic. So I think it's rather inspired in the private sector and in acceleration programs. So the projects themselves, the startups themselves, at the beginning in an inception phase, create an individual mentoring plan. They point out what they want to achieve in the program, and they put their own KPIs, and then they work together with the mentors to achieve those. And they put different milestones. We have 4 milestones, and these 100,000 euros are paid throughout these 4 milestones. So they have to achieve certain elements that they have planned that they will achieve. So it's quite dynamic. It's not presential. That can all be done online pretty much. Pre-pandemic, there were like presential workshops, which were fun. But yeah, at the moment, I think it's everything online or sometimes coming back to hybrid at least. But yeah, there's no need for much traveling or anything like that.
Yeah. And that's for the support programs. That's that each one supports a bit different type of thing. And Ula mentioned these vouchers, for AI talents and HPC providers. So here we just wanted to mention that there is other way. If you don't fit to any of the open calls, you can also be engaged, not as the winner of these open calls, but you can just register to one of these 2, we call them expression of interest, like your profile. If you fulfill minimum criteria, you get validated, and then these winners of the open calls can actually select you as a contractor. So they just contract you and they pay you from the grant. Thanks. So. And that's it. The deadlines, Bonsaps deadline is until 3 weeks. So all these initiatives usually are open 2 months, 2 months and a half, and that is when you can apply. So in Bonsaps we are closing in 3 weeks, and well.
Stairway is launching already, so half an hour before today, and will be closed until mid-December.
You have the flyers there, they're QR codes, so you can actually jump right in. If you want more information.
Yeah, and that's it. We have a Tinder for projects, so if you are in doubt, you can just fill the short survey and it will tell you where is your best match. And that's it. We don't stop. As I mentioned, we have a lot of projects. So, I can tell you a bit more about Elisa. I think it's the...
Yes, so we have also another opportunity related to AI that will be open soon, probably in December, some of them. So Elise is one of a project where we are looking for any type of AI companies that would like to develop the AI solution. So we are quite open. So if you have any idea, any concept that you'd like to develop, then you can apply to Elise. And we are offering 60,000 euro. It's a grant, so no voucher, no other things like this. And we're offering 6-month period when you can develop your solution and receive funding. So it's quite easy to adapt here. We are also having a secure IT project where we are looking for a solution, but dedicated to security and cybersecurity domain. And here we have two types of instruments, one for demonstration and second one for pilot. So depending on how advanced is your solution now and how far you would like to go with funding. And here we are looking for consortia composed of at least 2 SME, and we are giving money up to 88,000 euro per project, which should be developed during 12-month support period.
Yeah, and more coming soon, probably.
Yes.
There's also interconnect for smart homes, but yeah, I guess with this, we also are looking for the experts, evaluators, mentors, ambassadors. So these are also like paid positions. If you know any specialists or you'd like to be part of evaluation of the projects or mentoring, you can also submit your candidature to our call. And yeah, that's it. I mean, we had some questions, or basically everything will be updated on the website. And yeah, thank you for your attention. Very focused
Thank you for being
attention.
with us.
And that's it, basically. So if you have... Thank you.
Thank you.
That was
All right.
fun. Thank you. Do you have any questions?